Namaste, my tribe, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Sakina here. Marriage as a social structure is a scam, a fraud, a big fat lie. Only men and men only win in marriages. The why is a whole complete conversation for another day. Women, most often, we always lose. We never win shit in marriages for a lot of reasons. The why is a whole complete, more complicated conversation for another day. Just stay tuned, okay? And I said it once in one of my previous videos. I'm gonna say one more time for people in the back. You should be asking yourself why you're getting married and why you're having kids. And be honest about it. If you hold the why, you hold the how. And if you understand the love polarity and the love duality to the T, the whole concept properly, no surprises down there, you will be able to understand that whatever reasons got you into the social structure will be either the same reason that will make you leave the structure or the opposite. Make sense, sweetie? Everything happens and exists at the same time. The good, the bad, the beautiful, and the ugly. It just depends on where you're putting your focus on. But sometimes, because you're not paying attention, you're not focused in the moment, you will be blindsided, if that makes sense. All right? If you sign up for love as a woman, you'll get screwed. But if you look at the whole structure of the marriage as a contract, as an agreement, as a business, and you understand business and you understand contract, you would probably win. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I want to sit down for this one. I am just a messenger because what I'm gonna do today is twist the knife that is already in your chest, sweetie. That's all I'm doing today. So today we're gonna be talking about this book. You might recognize it from the beats. The book and the movie. Eat, Pray, and Love is definitely one of those stories that triggers different reactions and responses. It just depends on who you are deep down and where you are in your life. I read the book and watched the movie in different timelines and lifetimes. Mid-20s, late 20s, mid-30s, late 30s, mid-40s, and late 40s. Let me tell you, it's a doozy. And I highly recommend you doing this, revisiting things that you loved or even hate in different phases in your life for a lot of reasons. For me personally, this is how I sense, measure, and gauge the level of my self-awareness, consciousness, growth, knowing, wisdom, and so forth. It is so mesmerizing and eye-opening, to be honest with you. You should try it. I ain't gonna lie. I loved the book and the movie for quite some times in my previous timelines and lifetimes for a lot of reasons. I was young, stupid, and gullible. I believed everything and everyone. I was broken, a lot of childhood trauma, a lot of other traumas. The inner child was inner childing. It was literally my inner child in the driver's seat. I used to believe in fantasies and fairy tales. Broken. It was a lot. So yeah. It was pretty much a Roman Empire, believing in love and so forth. Now, I see it differently, and that's why I'm here. To me personally, the whole idea of escaping everything, even yourself, and go somewhere else to find yourself, specifically through travel and indulgence, can be so cute, hopeful, and so appealing on the surface level, if that makes sense. Sounds like I had to hate you to love me, leave you to find me kind of thing. Poor Selena. Poor Selena. That's what happened when you are dealing with boys, broken boys. You know what I'm saying? And she is still with another boy. Poor Selena. She needs to do a little bit more digging. That's all I'm saying. It's like this big, fake, and shiny fantasy of shedding the burdens and the weight of your own daily lives and responsibilities, pursuing something outside of you, inner peace, self-love, self-acceptance, in alignment, if you will, in a far off exotic places. That's what it was. However, when I look deeper right now, where I am in my life, it becomes super clear that the story's portrayal of healing and self-discovery and self-love and so forth is deeply tied to privilege. Yes, I said what I said. What you gonna do about it, sweetie? Nothing. I got nothing to lose. It's literally and truly a white woman privilege masquerading as a universal path of healing, self-discovery, self-love, and freedom. What are you talking about? And the whole concept and idea that healing is something you can just go and buy, go and find somewhere at the grocery store, go and find somewhere else outside of yourself is super problematic. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine yard, the book, the story, the movie, the message itself, it is just a big fat lie. It's not even inclusive. It's not for everyone. And it's not for me. Now I see it was never for me. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of women like me. You know what I'm saying? Liz didn't even frame healing. Sweetie, you were healing what? What? C'était quoi? Du charabia. De la ratatouille. You know what I'm saying? Because true and real healing is dark, is messy, is lonely, is bad, is painful. True and real healing requires deep, dark, challenging conversations and internal work, and that it's not something you can just go and grab and go and buy and find in a beautiful vacation, in a lavish journey alone. It's not how it works, sweetie. Also, they romanticize the nature of the whole thing. They made it seem so easy and breezy, this beautiful, glamorous journey, this little pink, soft, healing journey that has its instant payoff. It is so misleading, y'all. Misleading. True and real healing, mi amors, is so dark, so lonely, so uncomfortable, so messy, so lonely, and the list goes on. And it's not this comfortable, simple, shiny, Instagram friendly version that was sold to the masses through the book, the story, and the movie. So yeah, I'm gonna say it, me no care. The book, the story, the message, the movie, they all missed the mark to acknowledge the fact that there is a lot of hard and dark inner work that goes into healing and transformation. And they knew exactly what they were doing at the time. Of course, they knew the niche, and of course, they knew what is the targeted audience. You know what I'm saying? And it was sold worldwide, loved, cherished, talked about, followed to the T. It became the plan of the plan. It became the blueprint for healing all women everywhere. Because you all love to be lied to. Because you all think everything that is shiny is gold. It was a lie. It was a lie, and I feel so sorry for you. The core message. We're gonna go straight to the point. We're not playing games in here. Liz got paid before even the healing journey got started. Liz got paid before the healing journey got started. Yes, pay me right now. Give me a couple $1,000,000 and I'll heal on the spot. I promise you, je vous promets, monsieur et madame, I will heal on the spot. Period. It's actually not about finding yourself. You know what I'm saying? Smells so good. Smells so good. Yeah, it's not about finding yourself, sweetie. You were sold a lie. It's actually about getting lost in a well-funded, marketed fantasy wrapped in luxury, privilege, and passport, aka spiritual tourism. You feel me? Because let's be honest, what made her journey possible? I'll go first. Money, safety, time, and a good book deal. You know what I'm saying? Let's get fucking serious and real for a second. Most women are trying to survive. We cannot even think about thriving. Maybe never. Because we are trying to breathe. We are just keeping our head above water. We're trying to survive. We cannot even think about soul searching in 3 different countries. Some of us had nothing during the marriage and left with nothing, not even the crumbs pour le petit poussé. You know what I'm saying? Most women after a breakup or divorce, they have to deal with anxiety, a panic attack, a depression, all broken for different reasons. Dark trauma cycles, kids. Liz, she didn't even have kids. Hormonal issues, trust issues, scar tissues, C-section scars, loose vaginas, wrinkles, hot flashes, hormonal issues, going crazy. Yeah, you want me to go there? I can go there. Bankruptcy, credit card debt piling up. Some of us don't even have $5 to put gas, so they had to make a choice. Self-doubt, self-critique, fear of the future, no safety net, no security, no plans whatsoever. Yeah, the list is so long, Miss Liz. Survival, jobs for a lot of reasons. And you know, in survival, that's where all the beautiful dreams die. You know, social heavy judgment, which is literally the collective shadow and ego. Yeah, that's that. If you want to go a little bit closer to the religious judgment, that's a whole different story, because people will be talking shit about you, judging you for choosing yourself and leaving every single shit behind you, starting over from scratch, saying that you just couldn't handle a man. Sweetie. Sweetie, your 35 years marriage is not a flex. You know what I'm saying? It is not a flex, sweetie, and you need to stop bragging about it, because I'm looking from the outside, from outside of the circle. You know what I'm saying? And I see clearly, baby. You are compromising and sacrificing a lot. And let me tell you, if you look a little bit deeper and closer in a different light, you'll see it. And you'll feel so mad and bad about it. Yeah, but I know where you're staying. I know where you're staying. You listen to conversations about you. They're not pretty. I see that he complains a lot about you. That's no bueno. I see that he's not helping you with anything, that he's expecting you to do your job, his job, and some. You know what I'm saying? I clearly see that he's blaming you for everything and everyone. Your mistakes, his mistakes, and the universe mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I see that he's not investing in you that much. So, check his phone. Check his phone, sweetie. And you better have a plan. All right? And if you say, oh, I get paid to exist, you don't understand the concept, sweetie. Because if you get paid to exist, you shouldn't be compromising, sacrificing. You're not supposed to be doing nothing. You're getting paid just to exist. Is it your case? I don't think so. In other words, eat, pray, and love. One woman search for everything across Italy, India, and Indonesia. It does only center external solutions by bypassing the actual raw internal work, which is asking yourself, why did this shit happen to me and how? Jumping to my key points. Liz's entire journey was funded by privilege. There is no accountability, there is no true shadow work, just movement. True and real and messy healing happens in stillness, sweetie. Teaches women around the world to believe in lies, in a fantasy, in a fairy tale, and to escape discomfort instead of sitting in it. Yes, ma'am. So you would probably need your passport, but for whole different reasons. But I must say, we don't need more passport at this point when it comes to healing. We need more presence, more self-awareness, more consciousness to break the cycles and obviously do better and be better. That's the message. Liz sold women around the world for years, and I was one of y'all, so thankful for my awakening that wholeness and healing lives in a different country, and another man in a cute little pasta dish in Rome in a different future. I don't need to eat, pray, and love across continent. I do that every single day, every single given day, in my home, in my bedroom, in my living room, in my small little kitchen, when I cry in my bathtub. I do that every single day. When I deal with my own wounds, with my own shadows, when I heal truly. I do that every single day. Mi amors, real healing is not cute. It's not shiny. It's not even marketable. It's messy, sacred, lonely, rooted. Women in general heal through responsibilities, pain, tears, sweat, blood, debt. We heal through showing up when nobody is there, showing up when nobody is watching nor clapping. That's the real fucking healing. Now I'm gonna make it sound so silly, just like Blake Lively when she was advertising for her DV movie. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, go grab your florals and flowers and frizzy and dry and messy hair and your girlfriends and come and watch the movie. Yeah. So yeah, grab your passport. If you need beads, I got a bunch of them. And go in here. Good luck. Happy healing, you all. Before I go, there is something so detrimental, so crucial you need to know. Liz and Felipe, Don Felipe, the Felipe from the book and the movie, they split up. They got a divorce after 9 years of marriage. So basically, it was just 9 years of a rebound. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happens when you jump from D to D and V to V without knowing who you are, why you are here, what is your purpose, what kind of lessons you need to learn, why you are doing what you're doing, why are you getting married, why you, why them. That's what happened when you don't do the right, deep, true, and real healing. I'm not surprised nor disappointed because I know it does happen so quickly when you don't know who you are deep down. You don't know what is your purpose in this life. Why are you doing what you're doing? What are you looking for when you don't know who you are deep down? And what is the twist? Now she is with her girlfriend. They were girlfriends and friends for 15 years. That's why she left Don Felipe. I guess she got tired of the stick, I guess. No guilt, no shame. You know me. I don't play that game. I don't like that game to begin with. I guess love could be found in hopeless places. Makes you wonder, why did she choose him back then? Why did she love him back then? Why did she marry him back then? I guess it's not because of his Italian sausage, that's for sure. Don Felipe, I'm here waiting. Come to the front because I need to read your book. I need to hear your story and I want to see your movie. Because when Liz said, you know what, this is not working, we need to end this ASAP, that's the story I want to hear. I'm ready. I'm buying. And you know what? My tribe, my beautiful people, that's why I don't trust nothing, nobody. I don't believe in nothing, nobody. That's why I question everything. That's why I reverse engineer everything. That's why I look at the actions and the silence, what's behind the words, between the lines. That's why I use my discernment. That's why I use my wisdom, my consciousness to see things differently. That's why I don't glamorize, fantasize, or put nobody on a pedestal. Because yes, change is the only constant thing in this universe, in this life. Right. But that was a big change. A big change. Just because you sold a lie and you believed it. Hundreds. Figures.